I hate when I do that. I did not mean to stop the video. I meant to pause it because of my OCD. There was a little piece of paper, little piece of plastic on the floor, and I picked it up and thought I paused it, but then I stopped the video. So basically, what I'm saying is that I'm currently enrolled in Innerversity, and I just recently enrolled in ambassador training on my birthday as a gift to myself. And today is a new moon in Virgo, which I am a Virgo. My sun star sign is in Virgo, and my Uranus is in Virgo, and my I think it's Pluto. I don't remember my natal chart right now. Um, so why is this important? I'm going to pause it again. Okay. I just wanted to kind of like, I pause it, and then also so I'll know where the pause button is. I just wanted to kind of get um, some of my thoughts as in order, so I can express what it is I'm truly trying to express. I'm a very when I believe in something strongly, I'm very passionate about it. And when I was a evangelist, I was very passionate about winning souls. And I know I said that in the last video, but I want to keep going with this. And so there was a period in coming to these revelations where I was just so scared, and for my family, like I just wanted them to know and understand what I was understanding. However, I also uh, understood what I was up against with respect to the programming of Christianity. But the thing that I wanted to say was that um, living as a Christian was very, very difficult for me because it, from my perspective, did not have me um, considered, meaning that it did not work for me. It was not in my best interest. I felt like I was going against myself, i.e., being attracted to women and told that I'm going to burn in hell for that, not being able to wear pants because it's what pertaineth to a man. And yet, I see in the Bible where people have been raped and women are mistreated and concubines cut into 12 pieces and sending your daughter out to be raped so you can avoid having a homosexual act. That makes no fucking sense. And as someone who's been raped and as someone who's been molested and um, mistreated, why is that fucking okay? So, and then just the imbalance of men and women, and it's like, what kind of God would do that shit? Um, Suppress women, um, and have them have to submit to a man even when it's not in my best interest. That fucking doesn't fly with me. And that's the reason why I put age restriction, because my I love children. Oh my goodness, I love them. And I think it's because of their, well, I should put this like this. When I was asleep and in the fake matrix, children was my most comfortable place, and I think it was because of their innocent and seeing their true spirits. And children usually have no ill intent. Like even when children would say things to me that would normally make me uncomfortable, it didn't, because I know from their mind that's how they saw it. For instance, I'm very hairy, and I've had kid children question me about my hair. I've also had children question me about my skin, because there was a time in my life where I picked my skin really bad. It's improving now and it's getting better. It's just funny because kids are so real. And then I've also had children tell me very nice things, and so I believe them, that you're pretty or you're so nice and you're so kind. I've even had a child ask me, "Why are you so nice?" And so I just love being around children. However, the work I did with children was very, very taxing and just wore me out emotionally, because I carried a lot of things for them. So, and even though I'm changing careers. I'm working on being a soul coach because I think that's something that will come natural for me. But I also know that I will do a whole lot more, and I'm also learning and teaching myself and training to acquire other skills so I can do my part in helping bring, the main people I'm concerned about is my family members. I'm not gonna lie. My mom, my dad, my brothers, my sister, my cousins. I love you all so much, and I know most of you don't get what I'm saying. Some of you think I'm backslidden. Some of you think that because of my head injury that that's why I'm um, going in this direction. But it really has to do with um, and for those of you who are wondering, um, because I'm now on just one medication. One, I'm taking a antidepressant. It's a low milligram, the lowest I can get, and I'm very proud of that. Because I really want to keep my mind clear. I've been detoxing. I really wanted to come off of it, but my doctor and I agreed that for now, since my depression was so bad to where I was suicidal, and I don't ever want to feel that way again. I have had situational depression moments, but I know what to do to kind of work through those moments. So I'm just happy. I'm just happy that I had the courage to walk off that job. I'm having the courage to start my own journey and my own path. And basically, all I want to do is just make a good living and do what's best for me. And I really want to have fun. And so I've made a commitment to today. I have 7 friends in my tribe, and I reached out to them all because I'm really going to try to connect with tribe members. And I think that's going to help, being around people who are awake and who, in other words, I don't feel, I feel better with them. However, because I have so much that I have to detox and deprogram from because of the new information that I am putting in, that I am acquiring and learning the truth. I just want to be more knowledgeable before I start speaking things that I don't know about. I can only speak about where I know about, and that's why this channel is self-expression, because this is about me and my journey and where I am, and if it can help someone, that's wonderful. But I also have a heart for just young black women, and I'm hoping that you really listen to, you really can gain from this, and what I really hope that you listen to and hear from me is that you have the right. It is your birthright, because it has been stolen from you, whether you realize it or not. It is your birthright to be who you are and have everything you want. I'm actually looking at the time. So I am, since this is about self-expression, I just feel like it was best to set this channel up, because again, I have so much that I'm learning and so much that I don't know, even though I believe I have the knowledge in there somewhere, just bringing it to my awareness and working on my consciousness, working on my subconscious, and hopefully doing what I can with my unconscious. Who knows what's going on back there. Oh, this is very exciting. I had my first dream. So I'll be honest about this. I was on medicinal marijuana because it was, it helped my headaches. It also helped me sleep. However, when I stopped taking it, I sometimes have challenges sleeping, but it's getting better. And it also interfered with my dreaming. So I had a beautiful long dream last night, and it was probably one of the most positive dreams that I've had, and so I'm excited about that. And I couldn't remember it all, but the fact that I just dreamed and it felt good. So I just recently stopped doing medicinal marijuana. So my doctor, the last time I visited her, she said it's probably going to take 2 or 3 months for it to get out of my system. which I'm very excited about because when I was a Christian, I did no drugs, no medications, no drinking, no pills, no anything. However, when I started having problems with sleeping, I would take NyQuil or Tylenol PM or Benadryl, and I had other medications, but none of those worked. I always thought it was interesting that I could override any medication that was prescribed to me, which bothered me. However, after my head elevation, woo, boy, I was desperate. I was willing to do anything. So, against my will, I agreed to take medicinal marijuana. I am no longer taking marijuana right now, which I'm happy about because I want my mind and everything to be clear. Not that I think there's anything wrong with smoking marijuana. If you want to smoke marijuana and you need to smoke marijuana, I encourage you to do it. That was another thing. One of the reasons I didn't take medication is because of my religious beliefs, but then I was thinking, I am fucking hurting. I am like dying here. And so I started taking medication. I was on 7. Whew, yeah. So like I said, now I'm on 1. And so, and of course my goal is to get off of that. In other words, if I had to choose between this and marijuana, I'd choose marijuana. However, this antidepressant, it is helping. And I'm believing that, once I get my mind in a place of where it's settled and I'm totally in control of my thoughts. I'm working on meditation. Meditation has been challenging for me. However, you know what? I should say it this way. My meditation, I meditate the way I can meditate. I guess I do meditate. It's just, but see, my mind is always fucking going. Oh, boy. Anyway, even when I'm resting, or supposedly resting, my mind just keeps going and going. So in doing this channel, I'm hoping to accomplish 2 things. 1, expressing myself, just genuinely being myself, making no apologies. And at the same time, I'm still concerned about souls. And I feel very sad for my family members who believe in religion and believe that Christ is going to return and save them. However, I think about how long it's taken me to awaken, and I know I can't push it on them, and I know they're not going to believe me. As a matter of fact, as I'm feeling better and as I am feeling lighter, I was able to get back on social media and respond to, I think it was a bunch of messages. It was a lot of messages. Some of them were 2-3 years old. I even had messages back as far as 2013, and I had my head elevation in 2011, and I was just out of it. I didn't really, honestly, it's just been a long recovering journey. So yesterday I responded. I had a lot of messages about Jesus Christ and the Bible, and I felt comfortable enough responding back my truth, and I also sent them messages about what I believe in. And I actually, my hope is that they just leave it alone, but at the same time, due to how those spirits and energies work, I know that they probably will not. But that's okay. It was important that I speak my truth. And so I just think it's important that I have a voice and that I speak for those who could not speak for themselves, because that's what I did as an advocate when I worked for children. And then, and as I've said, I'm just going to move forward. But I think the reason why I hesitate is because I just have so much more so much more work that I have to do on myself. And like I said, I continue to detox and cleanse. I wanted to get to the point to where I hope I'm able to master this this gift. Or I used to think it was a curse. And operating under the information that I was, that's probably why I felt that way. But I feel like if I have this ability, how can I use it to help humanity? So I'm trying to transition from service to sovereignty. I have no problem with serving. However, I want to serve in a way that is helpful and not, it's just like the work that I was doing with children. Even though I believed I may have helped some children, it was done under an erroneous paradigm. It was done under the of Christianity, and me knowing that's not going to get you anywhere. And I'm just going to be, and this was the biggest struggle for me in this journey, is understanding that worshiping something outside of yourself takes all your power. Which is why I was feeling so miserable, because when you worship something outside of yourself, you're following their, and this is my expression, you're following their system, you're following their plan and not your own. And that's what I was meaning by in the previous video about it working against me, giving credit to God. Well, who is that God that I was giving credit to? And when I discovered who that God was, I was fucking sick. I was devastated. I was fucking angry. I just was like, ooh. So, and some advice from my mentor was, you just got this information, and this is just through the studies I've done. Again, I have never spoken to this man, but and I'm just thinking, he's right. I just need to work on myself, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm just, I set my intentions, wrote my intentions last night, and we'll be working on those and trusting the universe that, I am doing what's best for myself, so it's going to work out. That's what I have to believe, and I understand that things may change. My plans may change, but I'm enjoying this journey. I'm going to enjoy it and make the most of it. And so the other thing I'm doing is connecting to tribe members, and we'll see what happens. I think that's it for now. I might make some more. I'm just a little hungry right now, so I'm going to go get something to eat, and then might make some more videos since I'm feeling so good. Wholeness.